Oneki wa doku desu ka?
おネはどこですか?
I said,
I don't know what am I saying?
Bomo.
Well, you're saying you're just slurring. You're just slurring, dude. Police officer is gonna pull you over. Sir, you're slurring your speech.
And welcome back to the Cram Cast.
She said, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" I said, "Konnichiwa."
That was
Okay.
Vito's back. There's Vito.
Hello.
Vito's back and Joey's back, and then we lost a frog.
Where the hell is the bird?
Blue, you lied to me. He said he was here, and then he wasn't.
He was here.
He was here.
And he wasn't.
Yeah, he was here. He said, well, he left to go make food, and then he would be back.
He fell asleep
to play Rocket League after.
Yeah,
and
fell asleep.
So,
probably
now he's eating that food.
True. Stuff that's kind of happened. I just want to touch on a few things before we get into the topic of the day.
First thing, let me hold on because I gotta catch up on Oblivion.
Oh yeah, give us your opinion on Oblivion remaster and all the good things and all the bad things. Go ahead.
Yeah, I first of all, I was not expecting the leaks to be true. I was taking that shit with a grain of salt, and I was like,
salt of grain.
I was like, I'm not gonna be mad at Bethesda if they don't drop it at this time or whatever, like because it's unofficial. But they surprised me and the rest of the world that cared about Oblivion, and I was thoroughly like happy. I have like a badass PC, so I could run that game.
You can see the beauty
in 2K in all of its glory, and then
dude,
and then I was like, you know what, this is amazing. It's beautiful. I played it for like 4 hours before work, and then I'm like, I wish it was on a weekend though, so I could just spend all my time playing this game. And then I went to work, and I didn't play too much because of work, and I'm like, it's finally the weekend. It's Friday, and then they patched it, and they're like, let's roll out this patch.
They broke it.
And they broke the game for the whole weekend. They didn't fix it until Monday.
So you had to go back to work.
I was just like, bro, it was literally unplayable for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And they got rid of.
Oh god.
They got rid of DLSS.
Yep.
Or any type of performance boosting at all. Like all of it's gone. It's just like what. It was utterly unplayable. I was just like, why'd y'all wait till the weekend? And it's like, as soon as it happened, everybody was complaining about it. Like, hey, you got rid of these options. We can't play the game. It's unplayable now.
Why you break your game?
That's what.
Fix your game, please.
They fixed it, right? Yeah, I did see that they fixed it. Okay.
Yeah, but it took them like 3 days.
Yeah,
it took them the whole weekend. Their first weekend out.
They said, yeah, go ahead.
Well, like why not revert it back to how it was before? Because I guarantee you,
like a quick hot fix, just for revert.
At least it was playable. It was playable before, so you made it unplayable for the whole weekend.
Well, maybe they're off on the weekend. Yeah, you're like,
that's what I said.
We'll come back.
Joey said no.
Fix it on Monday.
It's stupid. It's not stupid. People have the weekends off. Joey, you have the weekend off. Joey.
Okay, so this AAA company isn't going to have employees working on the weekend on a game that just on not only just okay, it's not even just some random game that doesn't have any hype. It's Oblivion remastered.
Yeah,
that got shadow dropped. You're gonna have a team on that shit 24/7
at all times.
And that, I mean, that's common sense for any game. Like any game, you're like, as soon as this drops, the whole dev team is waiting and ready for all the bugs and shit that they need a fucking hotfix real quick. Anything game breaking, solve that as soon as possible because they don't want that shit to die.
Yeah, especially when you're a AAA company like Bethesda. That's within a AAA company that is Microsoft. Like, fix it. I mean, they did. I mean, it was a few days, but yeah, it should have been.
No, I mean that's like, if I'm running that company and I release this patch and immediately the whole internet's flaming me because we broke the game.
Yeah,
and it's unplayable for these people. I'm just like, okay, let's run it back, right?
Yeah, at least give you the option, right? Because
Remove that
it's a
patch.
single player game. It's not like it's multiplayer and these are the patches that have to go out. It's a single player game. It's not affecting any kind of ranked anything. Allow me to revert, because I mean, Nvidia does that when a patch comes out for the drivers. That was happening. Like, I updated my Nvidia drive, and if I could play Halo. Every time I opened it up, it would crash. So I reverted it, and it was fine until they fixed that issue, and then I got the next update. Everything was
Yeah,
all
that
good.
I mean that would be cool if they allowed that option, but
Yeah.
I don't really see that in games.
Yeah, like ever.
At all. No.
That sucks.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
all good now
I
because
just
it's all fixed.
yeah, I got to sit down and play it after they fixed it, and it's still a buggy mess. They're like, it's not as bad as like Cyberpunk or anything, but
Yeah.
like when there's this issue where like anytime I want to go like press E to interact with things,
Sorry.
it's fine, but when I want to loot a body, you have to press it like multiple times. So I'm just fucking
Yeah.
pressing it,
I get that
and
too.
he just
What
like
the
he
fuck are
like
you
moves the
What
body.
the fuck are you
move-
doing, Vito? This guy's jerking off a ghost for no reason.
It just looked like that's what he was doing.
What the fuck?
No.
Sorry, Joe. This guy
It's
just
like-
started jerking a dick. Weird.
I was willing to stay quiet during this process.
Go ahead.
Every time I'm pressing the input, like the body moves like a little bit, so it's like I'm poking the dead body instead of like looting it.
Oh, like you're grabbing it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's like, please, man. Yeah, I saw it's nothing like game breaking for me, but I think Vito caught a clip. Every time I get on my horse, I get into like the Karate Kid crane stance, and then I hop on the hook. Like, I hit E, and he's like getting on it, and then it's crane stance on top of the horse, and then back on. Like, what the fuck, dude?
It was great. That clip was
It happens every single time I get on my horse. I'm like, what is?
And then,
Alright.
I don't know what
Old
happened
game,
after.
but new game. It's all good. I did my first Oblivion gate, dude. That was pretty tight. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have to watch the gross one that you kept talking about. I watched the refined one.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. For me, I think story wise, Oblivion feels more like I'm more invested in the main story for this.
Mhm.
It feels like we're really fighting we're fighting Sauron, dude. We're fighting evil. This is crazy. Whereas like Skyrim is like, yo, dragons are tight, but I want to check out everything. You know, like Alduin was cool, you know, talking to dragons, like it was cool, but this is like, yo, we gotta protect the land. I feel important.
Yeah, the invasion of it's like Stranger Things.
Yeah, dude.
They're like this.
They're coming through.
We gotta stop this shit.
We gotta stop this shit now.
I also came across a bug where in the arena, he goes, that's great. You want to fight and all, but you gotta wait until 9 a.m. and between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at the time. I'm like, all right, bet. And I'll just wait. I'll wait until the time frame. I'll be like, all right, 9 a.m. I'm here. He goes, that's great, but you have to wait until the time frame of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. I'm like, okay, maybe 10 a.m. Maybe it has to be like in between. Sure, I'll wait another hour. And then he tells me the same dialogue, and I'm like, brother,
I'm within the
it's in
time.
between. I sleep. I'll sleep. I slept for like a couple hours to like just make sure, and he just won't let me in. I left the place, came back later. I just can't. I'm bugged out of the arena.
Damn, dude.
There's probably some fix online, but
Probably. But fuck, that sucks.
as of right now, I can't fight.
The arena was fun. I've only done like a couple, but they're fun.
Yeah,
They're just
it
fun
keeps
as fuck.
going.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I want to win it all, dude. I want to be Maximus Decimus, bro. I want to be the gladiator. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, dude. And
Yeah.
that's Oblivion. You got more? You got more?
It's beautiful.
It is
Beautiful game.
It is
Need
beautiful.
to patch it.
And it's like new Bethesda, or old Bethesda, but like new, so it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty. They haven't really. I don't think they brought anything new to Oblivion besides like archery's a little bit better.
Yeah, and I like
and
that
then obviously
because in
the
Elder
engine.
Scrolls 6 will be like when they add the new mechanics to that, it won't
Yeah.
just feel like oh, they just did Oblivion again. Yeah, I'm
That's true.
hype.
Yeah.
It's good.
Looking forward to it.
1 billion%.
$1 million.
What was I gonna say? EA.
I was like, Like I don't know.
Sports.
EA is in the game. They fired a bunch of people. They fired about 300 to 400 people. I don't know
Didn't
why.
someone else just fire a bunch of people?
I mean, devs are always firing people,
They're
dude.
always
It
firing
feels
Yeah,
like
but
lately.
like it was a significant amount. I thought it was.
Well, I mean, 300 to 400. That's a lot, dude.
No, I meant I thought it was
Another
someone
company
else as well.
I think
Yes,
I think
yes,
it was Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft recently also
yes. I think it was them.
fired a bunch of people. And but like if
They just
for
came
for
out the
us,
game.
and if Kenny was here, he'd be real sad. There was going to be a Titanfall installment that was apparently canceled as well. Titanfall 3, dude, what happened, dude? And now it's not, and that sucks because Titanfall 2 was incredible. And that sucks. We just won't see that.
Never, ever.
Unfortunate. And then another quick thing. The Mortal Kombat Pro scene, apparently South America is numero uno because they fucking Sonic Fox didn't make it to top 8 for the first time in 11 years.
Washed up, man.
Which is kind of fucking bananas. Dude, but he like recently like just beat like these young Chilean kids, Nicolas and Scorpion something. I forget the
Nikolai.
I mean, people have bad days. He probably just didn't show up.
Yeah, but I mean, even he was on Twitter like, "Yo, South America is number 1. Holy shit!" It's like, yo, I got pieced up. Yeah, that's the one thing about Sonic. I mean, he's so goated. Like when he loses, it's kind of like, fuck. It's just like he's not like bitter about it in any way. And yeah, it's cool to see like new blood in the pools of Mortal Kombat, and just seeing high level Mortal Kombat 1 is always. I just love watching Mortal Kombat 1 high level because it is that game is pretty difficult compared to the other ones, and that's a good segue into what I want to talk about today. Just it could be just in general, or we could go like genre to genre. I wanted to get your take on what you guys find as the most mechanically difficult video games in general, or by genre.
Minecraft.
What?
All right, dude. What the fuck, dude? Shut up, Vito, dude. Go chop a tree, dude. It's like, yo, left click.
Honestly, okay,
you have a left click for 11 hours straight.
Real answer. The hardest thing for me that I have tried to pick up was Fortnite. I mean, I clearly picked it up.
I do think Fortnite. I think Epic
Fortnite
might have
builds. Fortnite builds.
I realize Epic has invested in 2 of probably the top 3 most mechanically heavy games, like the fucking world, which is Rocket League and Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well, Rocket League. I mean, Epic didn't.
Well, yeah, they didn't make them, but they purchased them. They own
okay,
them.
yeah, Rocket League too.
Well, I don't know. Did they make Fortnite? No, right? Did Epic make Fortnite?
Or they bought it from a small developer, I think, and then
that's how it is. That's
well, I mean, or the small developer turned into Epic. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Yeah, but I know what they got.
I was waiting for that game for.
They know what they got, rather. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, as a diamond player.
Yeah.
As a diamond player in Rocket League,
the low key flex real quick, honestly.
No, that's not even a flex. I'm like
he's showing no. He's showing his experience so he can speak on this game,
listen,
dude. Go ahead.
Rocket League is probably. I'm pretty like I can't think of another game that is anywhere near as close as mechanically hard and intense as Rocket League.
I'll agree with that because I still can't.
I've been playing. I played
get into it, but I just can't.
I played so many hours on this guy, and I've tried like some of these mechanics, trying to get good at them for like hours, and it's just like, bro, you really got to make that a full-time job, and you really got to put a lot of time, like a lot of time to even come close to, mid-tier people. I'm mid-tier people. I'm diamond.
I thought you were under isn't champion. I thought you were right under champion.
No, there's like champion, grand champion,
okay,
SSL. Like there's like it goes.
And then professionals are like a league of their own.
I agree.
I was
Still
going. I
not
was
a
going
good
back
job
and
at-
forth because I was thinking. I do think Fortnite is really difficult. Not only like you have to. I mean, pointing and clicking guns is like whatever, right?
Every game.
But
It's every game.
it's like
you
learning
play.
guns, but then the building aspect and learning how to edit, which they have made easier. And then it's not only that. Yeah, they have.
Stupid. Yeah, it's
Oh, you don't
stupid.
like? Yeah, but you can turn it off. I mean, it's good for like
I
kids.
did turn on.
Yeah. And then I was thinking of like I mean, it is easy to win a game, but I'm trying to think of like the disparity between like people who play casually or the professionals. When you think of like the higher echelon of all of these games, like someone at the top tier of Fortnite, seeing the way they play the game is like just like with Rocket League. It's like my brain can't compute what's like what the fuck am I seeing on the screen, And
I,
it's
I,
and
I,
not
I
only
don't.
the building, I think it's being there's so many things that you have to be aware of, and it's ever changing. Whereas like Rocket League is you're learning the car, you're learning the or you're learning how to play this one game mode, although it is in depth.
It's hard.
Fortnite
It's hard.
gains whether sometimes they're just silly stupid mechanics, but sometimes they add an item that's like game changing, and it's every 3 months. Every 3 months you have to learn something new for the game. You know what I mean?
I think the thing is in Fortnite, the mechanics are
And then the added like wall
very.
jumping, like the movement. The recent
I
Yeah,
think the
check out,
mechanics
the
in
fall
Fortnite are
rolls.
rather simple. Like
I don't know, man.
you
The wall
when
hops
you
now are pretty difficult to do consistently. It's kind of like the wall hops in Apex.
I don't know. I mean, Apex wall hops are way harder than Fortnite. I was doing it day one. The wall hops on Fortnite
Like the
because like we had like 2 towers and I was like b hopping between the two and I was just like, all right, it's not that hard. But yeah, I mean, obviously Apex, you have to like pinpoint, like hit the slide and jump in fucking.
It's hard. You can't do it consistently.
We all fucking practiced that for a while and we just kind of
it can't even do it in like a game, and then to like have it be done in a situation, normally is like when am I gonna use this correctly? Like you have to be in a gunfight and like whip off a wall.
No, I mean, there's a lot of applications for Apex.
Yeah, it's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
But my point is for Fortnite, like the mechanics themselves are pretty like simple in the sense that we're like, if I wanna slide, I click a button and I'm sliding.
Yeah.
If I want to slide jump, I slide jump. If I want to climb up a wall, I can climb up a wall. If I want to build, I can build. I press a key,
And
it does the thing, wall, boom.
Whereas like
With
you have
Rocket
to
League,
like warp it and you have to like finagle
if I want
with
to
it,
do
and
something,
hopefully
I
the
have to
ball's in
like
the right place.
I have to like jump off of something, rotate my car a little bit, and on like a 360 axis. So if I want, I could turn my car this way.
Yeah.
By pressing like on the bumpers, or like I put bumpers as my air roll. So like I move like slightly to the right,
like LB, RB.
and then you also can move your car like around like this as well while you're air rolling. And you want to use your hitbox and hit the ball that's coming at a certain direction, and it's just like you have to like orient your car in a certain way, and it's not just you pressing these buttons, but it's also the momentum that you're going at and the momentum that the ball is going at and the type of angles, and it's just like so much calculations to get something right. Like it's so like niche.
No, yeah, that is a good point because it is Fortnite is becoming easier in terms of like trying to have a bigger audience. Oh, I can like the easy editing and shit. So yeah, mechanics probably are just easier. There's just a lot to learn rather than like a mechanic being difficult to do like in Rocket League.
So like in Fortnite, for example, if I spent anywhere near as much time as I spent trying to learn how to air roll, or like fly in Rocket League, on just building, like working on cranking 90s and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
I would be a god.
It
in
does
Fortnite.
feel like just repetition.
In Rocket League,
Fortnite, yeah.
In Rocket League, I have like okay, there's a mechanic in the game called speed flipping, which is the fastest
I
way
heard you guys talking
to
about it.
yeah. I still can't do it, and I've been like I can speed flip, but it's not like the perfect speed flip where you can there's like a threshold where I guess you can call it as the perfect speed flip. But basically you have to like hold down boost. You have to fucking flip your car at a diagonal angle
Yeah.
while canceling in the opposite direction. So normally you would go forward and then double tap X to like do a flip.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to go forward left a little bit or forward right, whichever one you want to do. You turn your car to the right, forward roll to like diagonal to the left, and then immediately, like 0 milliseconds, you have to after you do the front roll to hold back on the stick to cancel.
Yeah.
And then also air roll slightly to adjust as you land, and you're supposed to like do this perfect like quick side flip, forward flip thing into the ball. And
Yeah.
it's just like all that shit just to do this one mechanic that people in the like higher elos can just do like this.
Yeah.
And I still can't. I've practiced it for hours and I can't. I can't even do a proper one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
And it's
yeah.
just like the threshold for these mechanics are crazy. Like there's the people will jump off like there'll be a ball in the air. People will jump off a wall, fly their car up just so ever like they control it so well that they get the bottom of their car to hit the ball in the air
Mhm.
so that they can reset a flip where they can hit the ball to get more momentum of the ball in the air, and then they fly their car catching the ball again on their the bottom of the car so that they get the flip cancel again, and they repeat and repeat, and then like hit it into the goal.
Yeah.
And or they can like fake it and not go for a flick into the goal, and then like something with that much control is just like beyond my understanding. Like I would like to get there at some point,
Yeah.
but I'm nowhere near that level. And I've been playing Rocket League for like so much time.
Forever, yeah.
I put more time in that game than most, and I'm nowhere near that level mechanically.
No, yeah.
And
I
it's
mean,
just like you really have to work for these.
I was thinking about it today, and I do agree that Rocket League is more mechanically difficult than Fortnite. But I think for me, I think I go back and forth, but I think when it comes to most mechanically difficult, it's probably like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or like a fighting game like Tekken, or because there's just so much for a character. But I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 simply because of like how fast you have to react and how like you have to learn 3 characters. You have to learn all the characters if you're going to play at a high level. You have to learn all the defensive mechanics. You have to learn what makes your character good, the counters, and then playing those games at a high level is just again just so fucking like the inputs don't make sense, and sometimes it's like the difference of a frame or two, and it's just seeing that game at a high level is I mean, it's like Rocket League. It's just it blows my mind. It doesn't make sense. And I play fighting games, and I tried playing Marvel vs. Capcom, and I'm not good at that game, dude. Maybe it's just that game, but like I've played Street Fighter, played Tekken, I played Mortal Kombat, I played Virtual Fighter. I play a lot of fighting games, Smash Bros, Brawlhalla. Marvel vs. Capcom. Playing that game makes me realize why Justin Wong is so revered as like a professional gamer, because he's a 9-time Evo champion for, in my opinion, the hardest fucking fighting game there is. And because it's not just like Mortal Kombat combos pale in comparison, dude. Like
The timing for Mortal Kombat is so much more lax than because there's a lot of like lag in between.
Yeah.
Because I remember my fighting experience mainly was MK9. MK9 was the first game where I was like, I'm gonna get good at this fighter, and it was the first fighter I was like actually competent at. and I put a lot of time into. And I was like, that was my like fundamental for fighting games. And then I go into also Smash Bros. I play the show Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But different type of fighter. And then I picked up Dragon Ball Fighters, and you have to be so technical with these combos.
Yeah.
And
Fighters is like the lax version of a Marvel vs. Capcom game of an Arc, because Arc System Works does both of those. Does Dragon Ball, and it does Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom dude is like, there's no easy anything. It's
my shit in MK9, I was like, okay, triangle, square, circle, back, forward, circle. That's my BNB. All right, sick. I can mash out triangle, square, circle. Wait a second, back, forward, circle. Good.
Yeah.
The BNB for fighters, for the, like I guess every character or most characters is like, I don't even remember. I don't remember, but it was like a fuck ton of like inputs for like 15%.
Yeah. and then
and you had to like time every single one of them so perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how is that? Like, I had to be sweaty for a B&B.
And then learning like when to use your, I think it was called like Dragon Force, like the dash to people, or like learning to parry, to block, and then push block, and then learning when to teleport, and then learning. There's just so much shit. And then it's like, it's not only like just like, oh, I gotta hit these. Oh, here's the combo. Here's the frame data. This combo's gonna win. You're obviously playing against a person, so you gotta learn how that character plays. And then doing like the assist system as well, like learning assists. It just feels like it's just so. And then the combos that people come up with, dude. There's people who are like, I'm a professional at this game. And then there's people who are like, I'm a professional at combos. And when you see those people who do the most insane combos, it's like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Mortal Kombat, I guess because that's something like the most I've played is Mortal Kombat. So I can see where it goes and what happens. And it can be difficult. Mortal Kombat 1, I think, is inherently pretty difficult for Mortal Kombat. Nowhere near as, I think MKX is number 1. For mechanics for Mortal Kombat, but MK1 is pretty difficult, especially with like the cameo system. Makes it weird buttons, but yeah, nowhere near Marvel versus Capcom. Yeah. That's just for me personally. I do think Rocket League is up there for sure.
I still think Rocket League. Yeah, I can't think of another game because like in Rocket League, bro, you're trying to not only is it's just a completely different game. It's very unique. There's not many like you don't have any mechanics to fall back on like in Fortnite, for example, the first person shooter game.
Yeah.
You know how first person shooters work. You know how to run, slide, and jump, right? Like that's mantling and those things are pretty common.
Yeah, they're ubiquitous across everything.
In Rocket League, you're flying a car. Like, it's a flying car that you're trying to pilot.
Yeah.
With boosts and flips and.
Yo, Rocket League is in Fortnite though.
Yeah, literally. And they have several different mechanics.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's different.
It's not the same.
It's the same.
But what about for you, Vito? Is there any games that is mechanically difficult for you?
You said
it was Fortnite. I was the one that said it. That's what prompted.
I'm just making sure, dude. All right. I mean, you play like 3 games, so I could.
I was the one that said Fortnite.
I know. I'm fucking with you. All right. What about you, Blue? Is it COD?
No, it's not COD.
Why is it not COD? When you see Shotzi, you're like.
I mean, yeah, he's fucking insane.
No, he's just insane. Yeah. I would say. What about Halo? I think Halo is pretty. I mean, it's not too crazy.
No.
Halo 5 or Halo Infinite. There's some things that are cool, like the fucking, what's it called?
I wouldn't.
You like boost off the floor and fucking snipe people in the head.
The repulsor.
Learning grenade
bounces.
Yeah, grenade bounces. Watching Shotzi play that one guy in that Halo. Remember they just 1v1 for like 1,000 or some shit, or 500 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing like how precise they were with their grenade throws was like, I don't know how to play this game, and I play Halo a lot. Like,
Yeah, nah.
yeah, I don't think
Placement
it's
is
anywhere near, but it is cool to
no.
see.
I wouldn't say any esport controller game is hard
Oh,
or
because of
mechanically
aim assist.
because of aim assist, especially COD. Especially COD.
You
They
know
have
what was
dynamic aim assist. It just aims for you. Everyone's a god now.
Side note, you know the new extraction shooter by Bungie, Marathon, has aim assist for mouse and key.
What?
Exactly.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, I was watching Shroud play it with his Justin. I forget his friend Justin, and he was saying like this is like it's like literal aimbot, dude. The fuck? He said if it was feeling,
I don't want that shit in my games, dude.
Yeah, and they were saying it too. Like I don't think this is good for the game, and I agree. Maybe I'm sure Marathon will probably change that. It should only be for controller. That's the only that makes sense to me. It's harder to aim.
I mean,
with your thumb.
I don't like it.
They could just be testing it out. They could just be testing it out.
Yeah.
I don't even like aim assist for controller. I feel like motherfuckers need to switch the mouse and keyboard. I don't want no fucking help for my enemies and myself.
Yeah.
I want to fucking you be good or get a fucking.
The thing is though, like it's like you have to, like in COD and Halo, you have to, because then you're at a disadvantage, like automatically, like you just have to. No casual player changes their thing to like, they don't turn off aim assist. No one does.
Yeah, because y'all cheaters.
You just can't do it. Like
cheaters.
Like don't. You just don't. You're at a disadvantage automatically. That's why it's not like mechanically hard.
I think you also have games like Smash Bros, dude. Because like although it is a fighting game, like I mean, like Rocket League, you have way more control of your character than in any other fighting game. Probably like Marvel vs. Capcom, maybe because the movement in that game is pretty insane. But it's being able to move around your stage and the movement in the air. Like some characters, like Bayonetta.
The skill ceiling is high in games like these, but I feel like Rocket League is just one of those things where it's like the mechanic itself. You have to spend like on any there's like at least 20 mechanics in Rocket League, and like each one of these, most of the mechanics are like you have to spend hours and hours just to learn the mechanic. Like in Smash Bros, for example, like learning how to back air, you can learn that in a day, and you're chilling. You can do back airs. You know what I mean? Like the mechanic is done. I mean, you have to use it in a fight properly.
Yeah,
that's one of the things. But like to learn the mechanic in the first place, you can get it down in a day.
Yeah,
you have that in your arsenal, and then it just becomes a matter of like your skill level and like you using it.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can't do a mechanic to begin with. Like I can't do that specific mechanic. There's like half the mechanics in Rocket League are unusable for me until I learn them, and I don't have access to them yet.
Yeah.
And it's just like fuck.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like doing like there's like these combos in Mortal Kombat where like you have to when you see someone doing a combo and then they do like, oh, this thing is cancelable. So in order to get shorter frames in mid combo, I'll do the special move to cancel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta show you. There's like it looks simple and professionals make it look easy as shit. Mm-hmm. Shit ain't easy, dog. The smoke combo Honeybee did, but most smoke players in Mortal Kombat 1, where it just looks like you're playing a different game. And same with Mortal Kombat 9. Cabal in Mortal Kombat 9 was like, oh, you're a character from a different game. You don't make sense. It looked like you were playing a different game when you were playing Cabal, just because he would spam. Dude, I tried so hard, and that Mortal Kombat 9 was like the one I was like the best at. I had a record of like 25 wins in a row, and I didn't lose because I stopped playing. I was beating people up that bad. That's probably nothing compared to like real players, But for me, I was like, yo, I'm fucking. I'll play people, dude. I don't give a fuck. And trying to learn that Cabal mechanic was just like it felt impossible. I just couldn't. I couldn't move my fingers fast enough. Like it just didn't make sense. I'll show you that as well. It's very difficult. I'm trying to but yeah, that's really it for like mechanics and like fighting games,
Tech shooters.
platformers, Mario.
Tech shooters.
You think
I
you
can.
can? You think you can be like Stance, dude?
I shit on. I could shit on platformers, bro. You
I
give
don't
me
know,
time.
dude. I don't know,
Nah, you
dude.
give me time. Listen. Platforming is not that hard. I said it. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard until it is. I don't think you can
If
do what Smans can do, dude. In Mario Odyssey, I said it.
I think if look, Smallman is really good. Yeah, I love his he's
Oh, yeah.
my favorite type of gamer.
Yeah,
But
same.
I'm pretty sure if I spent the time I spend on Rocket League on like Mario Odyssey or something, I would be able to crush those mechanics. Because I feel like I can do anything like mechanically driven because of Rocket League. Because like I look at Rocket League like it's just like I said, like it's the hardest fucking mechanically driven game.
Right.
No pun intended. Because like when I go back to when I go to like other games, I feel like yes, everything's given to me.
Easy.
I can press a button and I do the mechanic. we're good.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe yeah, there really is no way to like measure this because it's all just like anecdotal to yourself and how good you are
Well,
at a game.
your question was, what did we find difficult?
Yeah.
There's really no reason to measure it.
No, I'm trying, but I'm just saying like in general. I feel like it would be cool to figure out if there was a way. Like, how would you? You know, like I don't think you can. Maybe like I don't know. It's funny because like different how would you even categorize Rocket League? Like, what genre of game is that?
That's what I'm saying.
Bad
Rocket
game.
League is.
Sport.
What do you say?
Is it a bad game?
I guess a sports game. Wouldn't it be a sport game technically?
That's what I was thinking, but
Technically a sports game.
It is a little. I mean, it is different in that like you're driving a car.
Hitting a
Rocket
soccer
League
ball into a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's soccer. That's what it is.
Soccer.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main the thing is Rocket League. The main game mode that people play is soccer. Like that is the pro level. That's the main ranked competitive playlist that's the Summoner's Rift, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Rocket League in of itself isn't soccer.
It has several genres. Just want to point that out.
It's
called action, sports, indie, car racing, simulation,
racing,
and vehicle simulation. You were like building up. Just say it.
No, I'm explaining what Rocket League is, and you fucking cut in my fucking. Anyway,
just say it. Just say it.
So it's not just soccer. It's actually just like your car.
I get so bad, Vito.
He got mad out of nowhere.
It's kind of like Fortnite, for example, where like you have these mechanics, and then you can get put into like a different playlist, like or like a different game mode or whatever. But like, because like in Rocket League, you take all these mechanics that you learn, and it's a part of you. So when you go to like a different playlist, like hoops or something like that, you have them in your arsenal, and now you're doing competitive hoops. So it's like you can make there's like workshop maps and stuff where like you can do rings, and you can take your car and you can fly through rings, and it's like a game.
Yeah.
To get to like how far can you get?
It's target practice in Smash Bros. Remember that shit?
Right. So like if Rocket League wanted to, they can make a new playlist essentially being a different like maybe like hoops, for example.
Yeah.
If hoops was as fun as soccer, then hoops would have probably taken over and it would have been hoops. But people have been playing soccer for like the beginning, and that was like the first one.
Yeah.
And people have been, they kind of like made this like the game what it is. But at the end of the day, it's you're this car, and you're moving so eloquently and you have this control over this. I mean, the car is a playable character. Like that is what you are.
Yeah.
And then you're just put into this scenario.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's not really a car; it's a hitbox. It's this rectangular prism, if you will, hitbox, and you're moving it around.
Yeah.
And soccer is just the game that people are playing.
Okay, so then what about for genre? Like, what do you think is the hardest platformer? Because I think Mario. But there's a shit ton. I'm like, I could be like not thinking of one.
Celeste was kind of crazy.
I don't think I've ever played Celeste.
Yeah. Celeste was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Celeste is crazy.
I would have to. Probably Mario. I feel like Mario is the most innovative one out of all of them. I mean, they kind of pioneered.
Yeah.
The whole, platforming genre.
That's true. That's true, dude. Yo, Little Big Planet.
Like they've had to have done it all,
Yeah.
Mega Man.
Yo, Mega Man's not hard because of the platformer.
It's hard just because that game is just hard.
That game's just hard
as fuck.
It's hard because you gotta fight this motherfucker who's gonna take you out, dude.
It's still a platformer.
No, I'll agree that Mega Man is definitely harder than Mario, but for mechanics, I think Mario has harder mechanics of like learning how to hat hop and fucking wall bounce forever and fucking all that shit.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy. And I hope they do more of that with Donkey Kong Bonanza, because we haven't had a true platforming, like 3D platformer for Donkey Kong in like forever. Link doesn't really do that. Link is kind of more of like about exploration in the world and fighting and story.
Yeah, Zelda is just fun.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom and shit, like the mechanics they put in the game are like tools just to have fun.
Yeah, but they can get insane, like how creative people can get with some of that shit.
I mean, I feel like that's what makes a game, like the idea about. I feel like I could say confidently that Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are probably the like
peak creativity,
epitome of gaming.
Yeah,
of like where it's like they gave you this mechanics and everything for fun.
Yeah,
they didn't care that you broke the game. They don't care that if you find ways to break the game and not play it how they intended it to.
Yeah,
as long as you're having fun, and they gave you mechanics to do just that.
Someone rebuilt the fucking Death Star run from Episode 4 in fucking Christ. Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, like, that reminds me of like
what the fuck?
Halo 3, dude. When the first time they did Forge, where like make your own fucking game.
Yeah,
and then you got like the pit. The pit was like certain maps were like unlocked, where like you could do pretty much anything.
Yeah,
and people found like ways to like break even the Forge mode, because some there's like some type of mechanics where like you can stick like teleporters outside the map and shit.
Yeah.
And you just have fun and make all these crazy game modes. I had so much fun. That's probably
for first person shooters, Halo. Or Halo actually 3. I don't know, dude, Doom. The new Doom's mechanics.
You're talking about mechanics.
Still,
I mean, I don't know, because like in my opinion, I feel like those games are pretty simple.
They are until you play Doom. Doom Eternal.
I haven't played Doom. I'm talking strictly about like Halo 3 and Call of Duty. I think are pretty simple mechanically. It's more so like aim. I mean, there's more to. I don't mean to like dumb it down completely, but like compared to like Apex Legends, where like the movement's kind of crazy and you're fucking you're b-hopping off of fucking shit.
I'm thinking of like single player. Okay, so single player first person shooter, I think it's Doom, because dude, the speed at which you have to play at like a higher difficulty is, you can't think. You have to keep moving, and they give you so many tools to do that. But it's such an insane. You should really play Doom Eternal. I think I think you like.
Yeah, no, it's on the to do list.
They're good. And you
It's
just
on the
do like a
to-do list.
mission a day. That's what I did. I was like, I really want to play this, and I would do a mission, and like by the end of the mission, I'm just like, all right, I'll play tomorrow. Like just turn that shit off because it's just so intense. You can't breathe. It's like Brawlhalla, you know?
It's like Brawlhalla.
You know when you're like you play a few games, you're like, all right, I'm good, dude. I'm fucking my heart's racing. We just did the 2v1s. Fucking
I get that way in chess.
what the fuck? Yo, chess mechanics.
Yo, dude, the pins, the forks, the fucking attraction,
Yeah,
like
ask Dr. Lupo.
danger levels.
He thinks that shit's hard.
Like, I don't like the drama, but Lupo, you came at you took.
He fucked up.
Nah, bro.
Like, he admitted
that was. I can't believe he did that shit, bro.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, man?
The community brought you in. They're like, "Hey, Lupo, let's play some chess, pog champs, have fun." It's literally a tournament of just fun. It's not like sweaty, like competitive.
Yeah, that was
It's
weird.
literally just like look, all these fucking chess or like content creators that don't play chess. Like the highest elo was like I think 1300.
Yeah.
And Dr. Lupo cheated against that guy.
He cheated, and then he doubled down. He was like, "I was reading the chat. My bad. I wasn't using an engine. I lied. I was using an engine." Like, fuck, dude, man.
The thing is it's so obvious. At first, like I came home from work and Blue posted a video of Dr. Lupo apologizing.
Yeah, dude.
And it was like the best video of him apologizing. It wasn't the one before or before that or before that. It was like the streamlined, perfect, like, hey, yeah, guys, I used the engine. I fucked up. I'm an adult. There's no reason for me to do that. It's all on me. I fucked up, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I was like, all right, fair enough.
Not too bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I saw the whole timeline, and then I watched the games, and I'm like, "You're a fucking weasel,
you really fucked up, dude." It's like, no, I was reading chat. My bad. People went back, checked the chat logs.
I watched this 600 play better than me, and I was like, "No, dude."
Oh, that's his rank. 600.
He's 600 elo, and he's getting coached by like really good player, like a really good player.
Yeah.
And all these like PogChamps players are like they're getting coached, and I'm like, either he is the craziest coach, and Dr. Lupo is insanely intelligent, and he can pick up on all.
He's a prodigy.
And they just had like he's a fucking prodigy, and his chess coach is a fucking god at teaching.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna play higher than 600. Fair enough. Like, because your elo takes time to climb a little bit. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's playing at like 1,000 rated. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, bro. No, dude. This man was doing he there was a point where the enemy had his fucking queen hanging, right?
Okay.
And like it's just a free queen right there. You could just take that shit.
And game over, right?
It's not game over,
but you're fucked.
But like
check.
Yeah, like you're more often you're gonna win.
Yeah.
And instead of just taking the free queen, he was playing like tempo moves to where like you still can't move your queen because I'm threatening other things and I'm improving my position so that when I eventually do take your queen, I'm in a position where I can checkmate you so easily.
Yeah, it's playing like an AI. Because I remember I hear Magnus talk about like how AI, like you can learn how to beat AI if you're good enough. Because they play a certain way, and you just like have to play super defensively. If you're Magnus beats fucking engines, dude. Right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, not every time, obviously, but
no, but yeah. So like, I mean, these are ideas that I can do where like I can ignore like there'll be times where I get a fork or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, I can pick up the queen here,
what about
or the rook or whatever. No. And I'll look at it. And I won't go straight for the I won't go straight for the queen or the rook to win material. I'll look at the board and be like, maybe I have a checkmating net or like some type of way I can get checkmate here by just having my knight there. Instead of just taking the queen, maybe my knight's more important at this moment, and maybe I can get a checkmate. And I'll analyze the position and I'll do that. But I didn't start doing that until I was like 1200. You know,
Yeah.
like that's not something you do right away. Especially like just picking up chess and starting. You're not gonna just ignore the free queen. You're gonna snap take that shit every
Yeah.
single time. And you're gonna be like, I'm up a queen. All right, I got the queen.
That's what I do
We're
every time.
fucking good. But like I'm like, dude, that's so obvious. Like, and then not only that, but every time it's his turn, he's like looking over to his other monitor.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm reading chat. What?
And his chat's in emote mode or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like, yes, Pago. Just fucking.
Yeah. He fucked
Like,
up.
what are you doing?
Dr. Lupo, dude.
Homie had like 30 seconds on the clock, and when I have 30 seconds on the clock, I'm shitting bricks. And I'm like, I'm trying to go fucking fast, trying to checkmate this
and
guy.
He was just like
I need
super locked
complete
in.
silence. And I'm like hyper focused, trying to like finish as fast as possible without hanging something. And then this dude's just like this, chilling with 30 seconds on the clock. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And he plays like the best move. And he played the best move for like 26 moves or some shit.
That's just like not statistically possible. Unless you're like fucking super GM or whatever. Yeah. But what about not even like, traditionally how you would play a game like speedrunners. Like how the mechanics of like some of that shit is like, how the fuck, like watch. I saw a speedrun of Doom. Like they had the devs watch the speedrunner world record holder. They're like, what is he doing? Like he like walked into a corner, did some shit, and then flew into the sky. They're like, the devs are like, what the fuck just happened? Shit like this. Like, how do you even come up with that or even find some shit like that? Like those mechanics are hard. I want to try and speedrun a game, but I'm kind of scared too.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have to.
I don't know if I told the podcast my speedrunning endeavors in Kingdom Hearts. but like Kingdom Hearts 1, I fucking had it on PS3. And I 100% of the game. Like I got the platinum trophy for the game, and I had a save file, and I didn't just like 100% beat the game, like trophy beat the game. I 100% it by my standards, where like I looked at every single nook and cranny of every like map, and I mean like in Traverse Town, I go to every single room. I look at everything close as shit and like dissect everything, anything. And I'm like, ooh, look, I step on this like fucking poorly, like this like 144p esque looking scale, and I step on it and it actually works, and I'm like, haha, that's cool. I bet
that's a TikTok.
Everybody missed that.
That's a TikTok right there. If you didn't know, in Traverse Town, you go into this room. The scale actually works.
I'll be looking at the fucking. I'm trying to find all the lore. I'm reading all the books. Like, I like dissect the whole game.
Yeah,
and I didn't miss a single fucking thing, dude. I found all the secrets, and then I looked online, and I was like, did I miss anything? And there'll be like a couple things. I'm like, all right, okay, and then I move on.
Yeah,
and then I chose to speedrun the game. I choose to speedrun the game, and I'm going so fast, and I'm trying to reload the save to like try to get this run better, and then I accidentally delete that file.
Oh no!
I deleted the file, and on that file, I had like the time would go up to like 99 hours, and then I think when it goes to like 100, it like rolled back over, so it's like the whole clock starts over again. It just changes the color of the clock. And I was like, whoa.
Whoa, dude. Fucking
so
whoa.
It was like over 100 hours on that save file that just got deleted.
Oh, yeah. And it gets so crazy, like, because people want that world record so hard for, like, speedrunning that I remember the Super Mario 64, someone did something by accident, and, like, people who were at the top were like, "Yo, I'll pay you money. Tell me how you did that." Like, I fucking need that shit, man. Trying to learn new mechanics for glitching and getting that better number.
Yeah, and I love speedrunning. I love the speedrunning community. I love all
Yeah,
the games that facilitate good speedrunning. Like basically any game that has good and fun mechanics can make a good speedrun. Like Kingdom Hearts, for example. Like there's so many different like keyblades and summons and like magic and just these instances where like this is the best combination to go in there with. Like you use this keyblade, this equipment, this magic,
Yeah.
this um you know, abuse their AI with this type of, method or whatever. And then and then you might have to adapt because the AI is not completely predictable or something.
Yeah.
And you do the menus like really quick, and then you hop into the next map, and then you do the map, and then you go to the next place, and you take these certain paths, and like it's a good time. And then you got things like Mario Odyssey where you're doing the hat jump, and like you have to use those mechanics, and then you have like Tears of the Kingdom, and you have all those mechanics to play with, and you like it's a good time.
No alcohol required.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Mechanics are hard.
Probably a long one.
What?
Yeah, we were talking about fucking Kingdom Hearts 4, and
What could happen?
we were also talking about Yoda.
Oh yeah.
They better put Yoda in that fucking game, dude, so that we can have a Mickey Yoda crossover.
Yeah, if they do Star Wars, they better be fucking OG characters. I don't want to see Rey. I don't want to see Finn. I don't want to see Kylo.
Yeah.
I don't fuck those characters, dude. I don't care. Finn was a cool.
Yeah,
They started off cool, and then they fucking Ryan Johnson ruined it. He ruined Star Wars. I said it. Ryan Johnson ruined Star Wars. Go make Knives Out. Go make Glass Onion. Go make those kinds of movies. Don't fuck with Star Wars, which he did. Fuck him. I said it.
The fact that Mickey fights like Yoda, and
it's
if we had a back-to-back Mickey Yoda fighting like Heartless and shit, that would be insane.
That would be
they would both
the most insane. And then like Sora with Luke.
Yo.
Uh-huh.
Yo.
Riku with Anakin.
That would be insane too. Anakin or like with Obi-Wan. But then like when for the villain you would need like Darth Vader there, you know?
Yo.
Darth Maul.
Yo, Riku.
Oh, no, you're right.
Riku is Mace Windu.
He's Mace Windu.
Yo, no, for real, dude. Because Mace Windu is like
he uses the dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's well versed with the dark side, so he's like he can control it, and he plays for both sides a little bit. Like he has that type of like dichotomy that Riku has, where like he had to go through because like you don't know this. This is a little bit of spoilers because you don't play all the games because you're a fucking scrub. But in Dream Drop Distance,
make better games, dude. I'll play them.
In Dream Drop Distance, Sora gets fucking clip clapped by darkness, and and Riku saves Sora.
In Dream Drop
Distance, the main character.
Yeah.
What happened?
In Dream Drop Distance, DDD.
Yeah. He saves Sora from the darkness because Homeboy like understands the effects of darkness.
Yeah.
And it was like really cool to be like,
he's like
the main character.
It's really Naruto and Sasuke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasuke Uchiha. I know how to use the curse mark. Don't worry.
But Sasuke doesn't really like help Naruto with darkness.
Nah, he just randomly out of nowhere. I'm gonna be Hokage after trying to kill you guys for the last 700 episodes. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I mean, his whole lore was a lie to him. He found out his whole life was a lie, and he's like, shit.
You know how mad I was? It's like, so I had to watch that shit 700 times, and it was a lie. And you lied to me.
I love Naruto.
Yes.
So good.
We did it, guys. It's been an hour.
We're missing something really critical that happened this week.
Kingdom Hearts critical mode.
What? What?
Let's talk more about Kingdom Hearts.
Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed.
Oh, that's right, dude.
I blocked that out of my memory. I didn't want to think about it, dude.
No,
we got a Grand Theft Auto 6 delay before Grand Theft Auto 6.
It feels like they made 2K games, Borderlands, flinch real quick. They were like, "We're moving up, bitch. We're moving up." They're like, "All right, we'll go first. Sorry, we'll go up. Just kidding. We're gonna go next year. That's two for flinching, bitch. You know, like."
Apparently, they only did it early. The only reason why they pushed Borderlands 4 early was because they were confident that they are done with the game. That's why they pushed it up early.
True. Yeah, I mean, I get that too. Or it's because we thought fucking GTA 6 was coming out sooner. Just
well, jokes on them. It's delayed
for a fucking year, dude. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, that's the.
Hey, at least they didn't fucking just go dark and not say anything for 3 years. You know?
Yeah. Right. Like it's like
Silk Song,
or at least wait until because everyone thought it's coming out in September, and then imagine if we got to September and they're like, about that, guys.
Maybe they forget. Maybe they forgot about it. You know what I mean? Just don't say.
You gotta wait like 8 more months, guys. Hold on. Fucking yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I saw some.
Should start to feel like Spider-Verse. Beyond the Spider-Verse, yeah. It feels like that. Where it's like, is this guy ever gonna come out, dude? I don't know.
I saw something about it today that they did it so people for crunch time, like people are getting stressed out for the game's not done, and they didn't want the team to get stressed, so they just said, "Fuck it."
That's fair enough, man.
We'll extend it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather that than fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
don't ever Cyberpunk.
Shit's not done right because people are fucking burnt out,
and then you take people's money, knowing that it's fucked, that's just gross. That's gross. But
I respect Cyberpunk because they refunded motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true. But they also counted on people who bought it, didn't really care, and didn't refund it. Fucking assholes.
My ass,
me,
dude.
I didn't refund it. I was like, I'll wait until they fix it.
I'm playing it today, not today.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Sometime today.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Vito, you played Skyrim? When's the last time Vito said a word this podcast?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Hold on. First of all, you ain't playing Skyrim, dog.
Yeah, has Vito said words in the last 40 fucking minutes? That's what I want to know.
No.
This guy's been
he hasn't.
Not saying shit this whole time. He comes to the podcast to just sit there and look pretty. That's fine. All right.
I was talking, man. I was talking.
You said this is the
ramble on about fucking fighting games. I have zero care about fighting games.
It's not rambling. He's just talking. You can also bring up.
Talking about mechanics,
I don't have much input on fighting games.
Okay, but you said Fortnite. That's mechanically hard. You didn't elaborate. Yeah. You didn't say shit, dude. You probably play Fortnite more than anyone here.
When it was starting, the building was hard.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Yeah, why are you not playing Skyrim, man?
That too.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Burn himself out.
I would love to not have played Skyrim so I could just re-experience it again.
He burned himself out.
We got Oblivion. It's all good.
You can't burn yourself on Skyrim.
He did.
You just can't.
He did.
You have to be kind of dumb.
I mean, it's Vito.
And
I guess you can burn yourself on Skyrim, but not at where he is.
Well, fucking make me not think you're dumb, dude. Say words.
Words.
Yeah, dumb. Okay, Vito's dumb. That's the podcast. If you want to share a face,
I said shit. I was talking.
If you want to see Vito's face and not hear him at all, go to youtube.com/@nationofcram. If you just want to listen to Blue, Joey, and I this pod, go to Cram, Kast with a K, Mortal Kombat.
I was literally talking, bitch.
He's just still going.
He got those 10 words in. Our link trees will be down below. The frog will be here next week, maybe, possibly. He probably fell asleep.
After food coma.
Yeah, probably food coma.
His thing's green. He's here somewhere.
Also, we gotta update our game list now that GTA 6 is delayed.
Oh, true.
Y'all gotta. I didn't touch it.
We gotta take Marvel off that bitch. We gotta fucking.
Yeah.
I deleted Marvel, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. The game feels good. I just don't like the algorithm. I'd rather play other.
Really funny.
Yeah, I'm scrapping my list, dude. I'm just focused on chess, to be honest.
We gotta make.
I'm making progress. I'm up. I'm trying to get to 1700 in chess, and I was like 1,500, and then like I dropped down a little bit to like 1,450 or whatever, which is like it's whatever. And now I'm at 1,560. So I'm getting up there, man. Almost
I'm
almost
I
a
have no
1,600
idea what
play.
this. These are just numbers to me. Dude. I don't know the ratings. You're high up there.
Yeah, I'm top 2.5% in the world.
There we go. I know that.
Out of like 20 people.
Yeah, 20 people.
Yeah, to be fair though, I think Vito is probably the only one that has stuck to his list.
I was going to, but then I was like, I don't want to play.
I just, in video games in general, I just haven't really focused that much. Like, I'll play Fortnite with my friend Nick, but
yeah,
then I'll hop
Not
on with
me,
you guys
son of a bitch.
sometimes. But like, I just don't. Video games haven't been my focus at all. I barely even watch anime. It's just been working and life.
Just been jerking off.
Yeah.
Just been jerking off a lot.
Nah, I could do that in 5 minutes, bro.
Hey, yo, chill out. On that note, that's the podcast.
Let's try to end it again. Yeah.
Take care now. Bye bye then.